Hello students, as we are studying the joint stock company. A joint stock company is a voluntary association of individuals for profit having its capital divided into transferable shares, the ownership of which is the condition of membership, right? In that we have already started with the learning features of a joint stock company. The third feature of joint stock company says the separate legal entity. Now, separate legal entity, it means what? The joint stock company is a different and its members are different. Though they are the members of a joint stock company, but they are the different and the companies are different. As a joint stock company is created by law and it enjoys an independent legal status from its members, therefore, the company's liabilities are its own, right? As we all know, shareholders are the real owners of the company, but these shareholders are not liable for the debts of a company. Similarly, shareholders cannot act on behalf of the company or bind or person, right? As it enjoys a separate legal status, its existence is different from its members and directors, and members are the owners and are liable in a limited way. It means a single member cannot take the whole decision of the company, right? In a limited way for act of their company, and are conferred with rights and duties as members are different and company is different. Then next feature says the artificial person. What is the artificial person? It is created by the law. It is not created by the nature. It is created by a legal process, and it has its own independent personality, right? It doesn't have a physical existence because it is not a natural person, as how you and me are physically existed and we are having our existence physically because we are the natural person. But this joint stock company is not a natural person. It is not physically existed. It is created by the law, but it can enter into a contract with the third parties. It can purchase and sell of assets or property, appoints a person as an employee, enter into the contract, but it cannot act on its own like a natural person, as it is an artificial person. Then next feature from artificial person, the next feature easily we can say that perpetual succession. Now perpetual succession, it means continuation. As we are knowing, we are a natural persons. It is affected due to our death, insolvency or retirement, but this joint stock company is an artificial person, so it is not affected by the death, insolvency or retirement of any members, any employees, right? It enjoys the continuation and stable life, and it is not an artificial person created by law. It is having a common seal which acts as a substitute for its signatures, right? And it enjoys an independent legal status from different its members. So joint stock company runs in a long and stable life. Then common seal. Common seal, it means what? Like you and me, we are physically existed. We can make the sign on the document. We can agree that document. It means physically we are existed, so you can sign. But as this joint stock company is an artificial, it is not physically existed. This company is not having hand, leg or something like that parts of body. So the company cannot sign. So for that, it is not in a position to sign its name, so it is a device in the form of a common seal. So common seal is a device for what? It's known as what? Sign for the joint stock company. This common seal act as its signature. It is affixed on all the documents, important documents and contracts of the company, right? Since usually two directors and secretary sign the documents, as the witness after the seal is affixed. After the seal is affixed, it means seal is attached on the documents, right? So common seal, it means it is a device which act as a signature for the joint stock company. Separation of ownership and management. Why? Because shareholders are real owners, but they cannot manage the day-to-day affairs of the company because they are large in numbers, they are scattered all over, and the shares are transferable. Shares are sold like other property. So they are elected the board of directors to look after the management, and all policy decisions is to be taken by the board of directors. Next features of joint stock company is transferability of the shares. The ownership of capital of the company is divided into a shares, right? Divided into a shares, the ownership of which is a precondition on membership. It means, suppose if you want to be a member of a company, before that you have to purchase the shares of a company. Shares, it means what? If the company is having the capital of rupees 1 lakh, and this 1 lakh is divided into 100 in sub part. So if you are purchasing the share of 100 rupees, one share, you are the shareholder of the company, right? And as you are purchasing the shares, you are the owner. So now you can be a member of the company. These shares are freely transferable, right? Freely transferable, it means like you are selling your property, you are selling your flat. Same way you can sell out your sales in the shares into the market, and you can earn the profit, right? So memberships come to an end once the shares are sold. So shares of private company is not freely transferable, but shares of public limited are freely transferable. Public limited company and freely transferable. Members can buy or sell shares of a public limited company without seeking permission from the company or the other members of the company, right? So the shares, transferability of a shares is possible in joint stock company. Now next features is a capital. As you are knowing that joint stock company runs their business on a very large scale. So to run the business on a large scale, it requires a huge amount of capital. So the joint stock company can raise the huge capital because due to the large number of members, huge amount of capital can be collected by the company in the form of a shares, debentures, bonds, public deposit. So students, these words you will learn knowing now only, but as you will go deeply in the subject secretarial practice, this word we will come across in the next chapters. That time I will explain you in details the meaning of all these words. This can also obtain loans from the banks and financial institution. It means the joint stock company can raise the huge capital. Then government control. As joint stock company has a work under government control and supervision, because the registration in the joint stock company is compulsory. It means a company which is runs on a huge scale, it is a compulsory to register the company. A registered company must follow the regulations and rules given by the company law. Company has to maintain their records in a very proper way, and that records should be audited. It must be checked proper way, and if the company is unable or companies fail to fulfill all the statutory obligation, then as per the government rules and regulation, it will be penalized. So control is essential to protect the financial interest of a small investor, because the person is investing the money into the joint stock company, and if the government control is not on this joint stock company, then it will harmful for the investor. So as per the government rules and regulations, all rules, all statutory obligations must be followed by the company. So students, all these are the features of joint stock company, you will just go through on it.